I have conversations with my friends probably at least once a week about how just on edge we feel, how stressed we feel, and there have been quite a few breakdowns this year over it too.
In my community, mental health, or at least for being a high school junior, it's simply burnout. It's academic stress.
Mental health is a major health concern among youth, in my opinion. I see my peers breaking down over tests and quizzes.
A major concern that I see among teens is the normalization of not getting help for mental health issues and just mental health issues in general.
I know a lot of students who are stressed out very easily every single day, who have multiple breakdowns, and many of them have social anxiety, have lost the motivation to do good in school.
I feel like mental health has affected a lot of the people around me included, you know. It's hard to be social and happy.
And honestly, I don't see people, specifically adults, taking action.
I suppose I would just have to start seeing more adults take our pain and our anger and our anguish as something that is serious. There's times when we are in pain, not only physical pain, but mental and emotional and spiritual pain, and a blind eye is turned to it by adults because, I guess, as Black girls, we are very adultified.
Adults can also help make mental resources more available and more accessible. However, it's also important for adults to understand that getting medical help can be really intimidating, and to make sure that that's included in the safe space.
Especially for parents encouraging their kids to take on lighter classes or drop out of the clubs or sports that they're not really passionate about.
Being more lenient with deadlines and prioritize the mental health of students over schoolwork.
I think that counselors should remain very open, welcoming towards students.
More activities for teens that are just fun. Like, there's nothing productive about them. The only programs for teens that are like that are like summer programs, you know? Why wouldn't you have something like that for teens during the regular months?
A person that's listening to you asks you for consent. They say, do you want a hug? Do you want a tissue? Is there anything else you would like to say?
Out of school, I've definitely seen coaches and leaders put a real effort into reaching out to each of their participants and just really check in if they're okay. So I feel like listening now, hearing to what we have to say, and trying to enact some change on their part is really beneficial to the community as a whole.
The hard, long-term work of destigmatizing mental health issues and getting help will also help decrease rates of teen suicide and depression and anxiety.
Communities will benefit from taking the time to voice and understand the issues of today's generation of students.
By these resources being available, whether it's having a teacher as a friend or whether, your school has a school therapist, I believe that school can be a better environment. People, maybe they'll feel a little better about going to school.
Especially if you're trying to design a world that works well for everybody, you need to be able to hear from everybody.
If you all would let us vent and let us cry and let us be in pain without it being a scene or something to laugh at or something to run from, we wouldn't shrink ourselves or feel like we have to hide.
A lot of times it's just me venting to an adult or something like that, but I see them actually change what they're doing or how they're acting towards me in a positive way.
Being open and honest about it, and also just being overall empathetic and compassionate.
And I think it's really when they start to value our opinion and when they really start to realize that what we struggle with as high schoolers is real. It's simply high school is a rough journey, and the issue has to be addressed.
Once mental health resources are becoming more accessible and conversations are being started about the prevalence of mental health issues and the understanding that it's okay to not be okay, we will only know that we are truly being listened to and believed.